Sometimes you just want to let your inner child out, and just laugh and laugh. Like I just felt like I wanted to laugh today, so I'm like, what can I do to laugh? I'm like, let me just watch a movie. Like, let me just put on a movie. And so I chose The Hangover, and it's just. And then you just get the energy going, right? So it's just like kind of becomes background noise, but it becomes something to know. If you want to just laugh, you turn to it. So I'm just really walking around and just talking to myself, and then it hits me like AI. It seems like everybody's some sort of like AI expert. You know what I mean? It's just like, wow, how did you edit your video and put this AI? Oh man, wow, cool. Like, hey, did you Photoshop that? No, AI. Illustrator? AI. Hey, did you how did you send 5 emails at once? AI. Ha! And while everybody's trying to like resist AI, everybody's resisting AI. Everybody hates it. Yeah, I get it. I understand it. But you're not getting rid of it. You're not fucking stopping it. And the only way to end it is to know how it works, know everything about it, and work your way through it, just like you did with the Matrix. For the reasons why you're resisting something so much more, like they're talking, it's an entity and it can do this and it's going to take away our jobs. If you think it can, then you're right. But it's also, you can also learn how to work with it. You know what I mean? Like, because it's not happening in our lifetime. By the way, too, like let's get really honest. You're not stopping what's happening with AI in this lifetime. There's no resisting it. It is going to accelerate, and there's nothing that we can do about it. It's happening. It's already happened. You know what I mean? Like it's already there, waiting for that little bonk. And it's just going to be mobilized in every single department store across the US. Like it already is, you know what I mean? But just to the next level. The outlets, the pipelines, everything's there. You're not stopping it. The technology is advancing. You got countries around the world just creating AI. They want to be the first, and they got to be the biggest, and they got to own this, and they got to own that. And while everybody's resisting it, and believe me, I'm out there. Doing my part, whatever that is. But I'm also realizing it's not happening in our lifetime, and there's very few people who might be aware of what I don't even want to call it conspiracy theorist stuff, because it's ridiculous. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's like, what does that mean? I decided to like look at something, even use their own platform like Google to look at it, which allows you to, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter, AI. but like we're not ending it. It's not ending. It's not going anywhere. So you might as well like slow the fuck down and learn how it works. You know what I mean? And learn the ins and outs, and they're gonna take population. It's just more fear. It's just like they're using. Everything's shifting. Do you understand? It's really deep and it's really complex, but there's also a big movement of exposure happening at the same time. So this AI stuff, this robot, this grid running, I mean, it's just bananas. It's going to be everywhere. It's going to be in the ground. Like we're not going to need a phone one day, and we're just going to be like, call. You're not stopping it. Okay, so everything's changing. The way that people are going to be dying, like people are dying. Unfortunately, that's just, that's their soul's agreement for us to keep going. Just like my soul died when I was 9 years old in a previous like 62 or so lifetimes ago at age 9, I was a girl. You sacrifice yourself for the people ahead to let them know. So it's just the same thing. So, and it sucks to know, like when you hear people talking about the robots could be wipe out 10% or aggressiveness, or like take out the people, take over the people. But again, it's just fear mongering, because if you learn to work with it, the ins and outs, and like, it's the only way through it. So that was just one thing I was thinking about. I'm like, we gotta stop. You still resist it, but resisting there's need to be another level of resistment, which is, you know, understanding it, going through it, becoming it, understanding it, evolve with it, because it's not happening in our lifetime. You can like show people how to use it, how to work with it, you know? And people got to start really building offering products and creating products that are health driven towards humanity, obviously towards themselves. Like, heal yourself. Whatever medicine you need for yourself, that's the medicine you go out and you share. You know what I mean? Like, whatever medicine that you heal yourself, you understand what I'm saying? Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, whatever you've done, that's who you're going to innately become, because those are tools that got you to where you're at, and they're always going to accelerate. You're never gonna not heal. You're never gonna ever be completely healed either, because it's not like there's no destination. It's not happening in our lifetime. People got to start living for their soul, for future lifetimes, future incarnations, future human experiences, you know. And the work that we do in the Akashic Records definitely 100% without a doubt helps our soul's future human experiences to have positive karmic cycle experiences and relationships. You know, you're transmuting all the vows, the bargains, the constraints, the curses, the black magic, you know, the depletion of the femininity and masculinity of your multidimensionality, the left and the right. You know, you work on the left and the right first in the physical, and then you start work, because your body needs to be strong. You need to be out there. You need to be strong, because you gotta have a backbone, because people are there's, you know, and there's another number I think that they're playing with is how many people might be on the path of some sort, you know, of spirituality, of working on themselves. And I feel like it's like in the 5 percentile, you know, be like it's a different frequency when you live in that, because everything that you do becomes about, your soul knows if it's wrong, you know. I'm doing some work at a local resort, and they were paying me, and they literally gave me double my money, put it in my pocket, and I sat down, and we all sat down, we had a bite to eat, but I don't like to air that out in public, so I was like, in my head, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, it's too much money. So as soon as the girl who paid me got up, I just, you know, watched her go into, there's a little local store within the resort. So I followed her in. I'm like, hey, I think you paid me too much. And she looked at me, and I'm just like, right? Yeah, I'm like, count that again. It's because your soul knows, you know what I mean? So like, you're gonna start promoting the things that help you, the things that heal you. You know, the world doesn't need more fucking alcohol companies. It's saturated, man. That shit's poison anyway. It's like the worst shit on earth for you. You know what I mean? It's like the most poisonous thing. And like, as soon as you need to get that, we don't need more makeup. We don't need more synthetic clothing. We don't need more consumerism, fucking materialistic stuff. And look at me, I'm dressed in all of it, you know. But I also made all my own clothes. So we need product that's going to heal people, heal the world, because you better believe that, you know, you're not alone. You're not alone in this game, and whatever it is that you're going through, you know what I mean? Like, there's multiple people out there going through a lot of things. And like I said, there's maybe 5% of people, I think, I would feel truly on the path. I believe there's a larger number of those on the path, and then a larger number of those inquiring, like the spiritual weekender. And then there's others that just don't, they're there to keep us in line. And so we're all working together on the human trajectory, but on an individual experience. And so at some point, everything that you're going to be doing is going to be for the greater good,